Welcome or welcome back to Gaming for something brand new to the channel and a brand new game that was recently announced. This is For the Stars, and what For the Stars is basically a massive space-based MMO. Think of Starfield, but an MMO version, which is available as a single-player game with online co-op and also PvP. The big downside to this game that it is developed and published by Snail Games. Those are the guys that made Ark, and they have a pretty shady past when it comes to releasing new titles. There have been a few that they've pushed out that haven't really hit the mark, and they've slowly started to sort of move away from them. They don't completely abandon them, but they don't really put the development time and effort into them as they do with their big cash cow, which is obviously Ark Survival Evolved and the new one, Survival Ascended. Now, I do love Ark, so Snail Games are capable of making an absolutely phenomenal title. But from the looks of this may be a little bit out of their depth. Think of Starfield, but with a hell of a lot more exploration, crafting, completely customizable ships, a whole load of building and research as well. This does sound like a very detailed space exploration game that has a lot of elements of Starfield, No Man's Sky, all thrown in there. Now, a game like that is going to be absolutely phenomenal, and I'm all for it, absolutely. But are Snail Games the right developers to pull this one off? We'll have to wait and see. Now, we don't know too much about it at the moment, but because it's very similar, or Starfield-esque, should we say, it really caught my eye, and I'm very excited to see how this goes. If you are a fan of Starfield games, make sure you check out the second channel, which is in the top right-hand corner now. We've got loads of Bethesda stuff on there, and obviously on the main channel, we're covering a lot more survival, but I'm going to branch out a little bit more, I think, and try some different style of games. I do love survival games, but the downside to them, especially when it comes to creating content, is it takes a long time to get everything to try and get guides out, especially with working full-time, obviously kids as well. It can be a little bit of a slow process, which I do try my best to keep up with uploads and guides and all of that good stuff. So if there is anything specific you want to see, let me know in the comments down below. We're currently covering 7 Days to Die, Night of the Dead, Mist Survival, and loads of other random bits and bobs as and when there is new news on them. And I'm going to be adding For the Stars to that list. Now, we don't know too much about it yet. There's nothing out there. There is no release date. We've just got the trailer, which is in the background, and a few little things on their Steam page, which is linked in the description down below if you do want to check it out. What we do know is it is a survival MMO, online PvP, as well as online co-op. And the game invites you to explore and settle a vast universe of diverse planets, each with its own unique wonders and mysteries to uncover. As an intrepid explorer and scientist travel from world to world, uncovering secret alien civilizations, seeking out rare and exotic creatures and resources, using them to tame deadly biomes you encounter, and your mission is to establish thriving outposts on alien worlds, harness their unique talents and traits, and unlock advanced technologies, conquering the challenges of hostile biomes, forging alliances, and building a legacy that spans the galaxy. Now that sounds absolutely awesome. Reminds me of, there was a big MMO game where you pour, the main thing I remember about it was pouring tons and tons of money in, you get specialist ships, you build up clans, and there was a point where the actual in-game economy of it became greater than a couple of the real world economies. So absolutely insane, and I'd love to see something like that, but a little bit less complex and a little bit more exploration and leveling focused. Whereas the game that I'm speaking about, I really can't remember the name of me, it's completely gone now. That is much more a massively online MMO where a lot of it is basically focused around the ships and building and forging alliances. But this, being able to discover different worlds, with each planet having various challenges, various rewards, and aliens on there. Aliens, oh yeah, I'm all for that. So there's going to be various creatures and resources, from lush, verdant worlds to barren, rocky landscapes, with the variety ensures that no two explorations are going to be the same. There's going to be strange alien ruins dotted all over these planets, with lost civilizations and hidden treasures that will tell you the stories of how those civilizations became lost and what was there when there was a civilization or even an alien entity there itself. There's going to be unique and rare resources dotted across all of these planets, which you will use to build advanced outposts, craft powerful tools, and cutting-edge technology needed to overcome various world challenges. So it's going to pretty much be what it sounds like. These challenges are going to be not so much level locked, but you are going to be need to going to the right planets beforehand to explore, craft, grab the right equipment to get better and better resources and equipment for yourself before you move on to some of those bigger, deadlier planets. And I like the idea. It's not so much a leveling up system in of itself, but it does have you leveling up through gameplay aspects. Now, as well as getting various resources to craft items, you're going to need to do extensive research to advanced technologies which you can innovate on and unlock new technologies by studying ancient alien artifacts, natural phenomena, and researching to help you overcome specific challenges, building more efficient outposts, and creating advanced equipment and exploring further into the unknown. So when it comes to that aspect, I do think that sounds very Satisfactory-esque. So we're going to be building certain outposts on planets to gather resources and then moving those resources from planet to planet to where we need them to build better and bigger. As well as that, there's going to be advanced construction, which will allow you to expand outposts on various planets and balance your needs with laboratories, factories, and living quarters, and your ingenuity and strategy will determine the success of your colonies and if they can withstand the trials of space. So that sounds really cool. I like the idea of that, and once again, very Satisfactory-esque. So we're pretty much rolling up Starfield, No Man's Sky, and Satisfactory all into one big bundle, and I really like the idea of that. I love Starfield and the exploration, and just a lot of the quest lines in there sound really, really cool. Loads and loads of fun to do. And then the Satisfactory aspect, I love the building and getting self-sufficient on a planet to be able to explore and do more and basically just be self-sufficient and go out there and do what you want without the issues. And I love that idea of being able to build a colony and civilization from scratch. Now, as well as those, you also have completely customizable spacecrafts. You'll be able to design and build your own spacecraft to travel between the planets, and each ship will be tailored to your specific needs using the resources and technology you've found, whether it's for combat, exploration, or resource gathering. Now, how big these ships are going to be, don't quite know yet, but they are going to be used in dynamic, fast-paced combat using both futuristic and special abilities with alien origins. You'll be able to customize your arsenal for counterplay against hostile alien creatures, enemy players, and other threats, which I love that. That sounds absolutely insane. How the actual multiplayer aspect is going to work, whether it is going to be a viable option to play single player, go out and explore, or is it going to be as soon as you load in, you're in a big server, there's always going to be people there, and you can get your ass handed to you. Don't really know yet, but I'm excited to see how that goes. There's going to be also multiplayer exploration, so you will be able to team up with friends and make new allies as you explore the galaxy together in a persistent multiplayer universe. Collaborate on building projects, share discoveries, tackle challenges as a united front, or choose to enter contested regions to fight other players for control of the galaxy. So that sounds pretty cool. Whether that's going to be an optional thing or whether it's going to be fully online all the time, I really don't know, because I think that is something that will either attract or deter a lot of players. I myself like the option to be able to do both. So I can if I want to, but then there's other times you just want to get on, do a little bit of farming and just have a peaceful playthrough without the worry of other people kicking your ass, blowing up your ships and potentially losing resources. But we'll have to wait and see for more news on that and how that will develop. Let me know what you think. Do you like the look and idea of For the Stars? Let me know in the comments down below. For now, though, we're going to wrap that one up there. I've been Wide, you've been awesome. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.